It's your boy Rodney Perry. I'm bringing you an evolutionary experience. Hey, it's game changer.
Hi, this is India with Designer Accessory Adoption. Thanks for watching this video. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I typically load videos every Wednesday and every other Saturday, covering topics related to vintage, secondhand, fashion, as well as lifestyle topics. So if you are interested in any of those, please consider subscribing. And for those folks that are returning, thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, I definitely encourage you to do so. And whether you're new or not, definitely please consider giving me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so as you can see from today's title, I'm going to be talking about 3 handbags that I personally have that I do not think are worth the full retail price. And so just to get this out of the way so I can make sure that the whole purpose and intent of this video is communicated, and the reason why I want to get this out is because I have featured some of these bags in other ways on other channels. I have featured some of these bags for other reasons, for other videos, so I just don't want the message to get confused. So first off, I am simply saying I have these items in my collection. I like them. I would buy them again. However, I would not pay the full retail price for them. And actually, luckily, all of the ones that I'm going to feature today, I did not pay the full retail price for. So I'm saying definitely they're worth buying. I like them, but they are absolutely worth waiting and getting them for a sale price, or going the secondhand market and getting them at a discounted price, because I don't think the full retail price of what they're asking for these items and what you're getting is worth that. So that's what I'm trying to say here. So so let's go ahead and get into it. So first up, I'll talk about one that I actually no longer have in my collection. I sold it off after it really was a fill-in for something else that I'll show. And this one is the Stuart Weitzman Gabriella bag. So at this point, you should see it either split screen or a little pop-up of that photo of the bag. I did not pay full retail price for this one, like I mentioned. None of these I did. So I got this one for sale. It was about half off of the retail price. So what I paid for it, I feel like, is what it was worth and not the full retail price for it. So I know that a lot of people do talk about Stuart Weitzman, but they're more known for their shoes versus their handbags and other accessories. So this bag actually, it was on the smaller side, and so it was one of the reasons I got rid of it. It also, the hardware, I did appreciate kind of how the logo on it was not SW. It was really cool and just a really nice piece of hardware, but not something that was logo-y, kind of. But with that, the hardware was not leather. The hardware was not metal. It was some other material. I wasn't that impressed with the hardware that they decided to use as far as like the quality of the hardware, not the style of it. So I think that was one improvement that they could have made. Also, the interior lining, I think, could have been better. The exterior and interior were quoted as being leather. The interior was a kind of suede material, which is the underside of leather, so I know why they said it was lined with leather. But it was actually a suede, and it didn't feel as soft and plush and luscious as other suede interiors that I felt. So I thought they could have done a better job with that. So for those 2 reasons, I did not think it was worth the full retail price. But overall, it was definitely a nice bag. It just was really too small for what I needed it for. And like I said, I did purchase it trying to fill a void that I wanted from another bag, and it didn't fit. Still didn't fit the bill for me, so I decided to get rid of it. All right, so next up, let me pull that one out. All right, so next up, I've featured this bag in probably at least 2 other videos. So this one is actually what I wanted instead of the Stuart Weitzman, but went with the Stuart Weitzman first. So that's going to be this one here, which is the latest version of the kind of redesign of Burberry. So this bag here, do not get me wrong, I love this bag. I like this bag. I'm excited to have it. I do not have regrets for having this. However, I do not think it is worth the full retail price, and there are a couple of reasons why. First off, there's a lot of glazing. So if you can see here along the exterior, there's a lot of glazing on this bag, as you can see. So there's a lot of areas that can be prone to cracking and things like that over time. There are so many handbag designers out there. For example, the way that Chanel closes off their corners. YSL does a great job where you don't see a lot of glazing. Those are the two that come to mind right away, where they don't use a lot of glazing on some of their styles. And I felt like for the price point of this should have been one of those styles where they did a better job with figuring out how they could close it off, either by capping the leather with another leather piece, or the way that they folded it so that way there was leather piping or something like that, where it was not glazing. I feel like this is kind of a less expensive way to actually finish off a handbag than those other options that I just talked about. So for the amount of glazing, I think that, and the price point, I think that either they should upgrade the finishing details of this bag or decrease the price point to fit that. Now, the grainy leather is amazing. I love the hardware. It is great. I think it's really cool. But that's one of the reasons why I think that they should lower the price point. The other reason why I thought that they should lower the price point is also because of the leather strap. I left it in my closet, so I don't have it with me. But I feel like the leather strap was just kind of not well thought out. I think that one, it should have been, I actually personally don't really gravitate towards leather straps that much. I actually prefer a metal strap, but I totally get why they use leather. I feel like one thing, it kind of makes this bag a little bit more casual, and that's okay. I think that just really the way that they finished off the leather strap, it was almost like the leather strap was kind of scrap pieces that were left over from the manufacturing of the bag itself, and then they put pieces together to make that leather strap. So I think the leather strap, as far as the way that it was designed, as well as the way that it was meant, what do I want to say, it was made or put together, that they could have done a better job with executing the details of that better. There are so many brands out there that have really great straps, and they do a great job of kind of making that not an afterthought, but also an additional benefit or feature. So I think that Burberry could have done a better job with the leather strap. And for those two reasons, I don't think this bag is worth the full retail price. I would, if someone asked me, would you buy this bag, or again, should I buy this bag? I would say absolutely. I really like it, but don't pay the full retail price for it. Try to get it on sale. I think the price that I pay for it is more appropriate for what I'm getting. And I really don't talk a lot about kind of what I spend on items, so I'm not going to say that now, but I definitely did get a decent chunk off of this bag brand new. So definitely go that route if you can buy it either through the secondhand market. I've seen a lot of them brand new through the secondhand market, or figure out how you can get it on sale. There are a lot of, I actually purchased mine through Italist, and they usually have prices that are lower than what you will see in like the Burberry store, or through Neiman's or Saks or Nordstrom or somewhere like that. So definitely just look around, and I think you'll be able to find this at a better price point than full retail cost. All right. So last up is going to be my third item that I am saying is not worth the full retail price. I do like it, but it's not worth what the full retail price is, and that's going to be the Margot. And I have done another video on this one too. So if you've seen those other videos, first off, thank you so much. And there are a few reasons why I do not feel like this bag is worth the full retail price. First off, the bottom feet. I do not think they thought through the bottom feet. They really are there kind of more so for decoration. I'm trying to get close so you can just kind of see a little bit of eye candy. They're really there for decoration. As you can see, you can't even see them poking out, and the point of feet are so the feet touch that surface before the leather does. The way that these little tabs are, there's no way that they're all sitting on the same plane. So it's not really even protecting the bottom portion of the bag. So first off, that's why. Secondly, I did notice some imperfections with the finishing, kind of the finishing pieces. Whatever. I keep tripping up over my words with that. But basically, how they executed the fine details of this bag. So first off, hopefully you can see here, there's a little bit of paint on the glazing. So hopefully you can see that in this area here. There's a little bit of paint, so it's not quite perfect. Also, these sides here are inconsistent, where there's a larger slit here than there is on this side. So I feel like those should be uniform. So those are definitely inconsistent. And the other part that I don't like about this one is I do feel like the hardware should be, it sounds plasticky, not really like hard, like not like metal hardware. It kind of sounds like metalloid or something like that, but it doesn't really sound like full metal. It's a kind of a dull sound when I click the hardware pieces together. So I think that they should have done a better job with and use higher quality hardware. And then also, I'm pointing out a lot of things with this one. Also, I think let me just open it here. Okay, there we go. Also, I do feel like the leather, now it is leather lined, which is very nice. But the other piece that I feel like takes away from it and takes away from that full retail markup that they want for it is, one, the leather piece here that's lining the back pocket, and the leather piece back here that's lining this pocket. You see how kind of loose it is and how thin it looks? I feel like they should have used a thicker part of, I think they should have used a thicker piece of leather. Can't get it out. Thicker piece of leather. And I also feel like they should have put it together in a way where the pocket didn't seem so loose. I think that's just doesn't help with, especially with this iconic fashion house and the quality that they are known for. I don't think they executed a lot of details, the ones that I pointed out so far, with the Margot. Also, the leather strap on this one, similar to the Burberry, was kind of like an afterthought. It's thin, it's awkward. You have to loop the leather strap through here, which doesn't really work well for this bag. So really you're carrying it hand carry, because when you loop that leather strap through, first of all, like I said, it's thin. It's made of several pieces of leather, so it seems like it's more, let's take the scrap leather from the bag and make a strap out of it, which on one side, that's great that, maybe they're not being as wasteful, but at the same time, I feel like it should have been better executed as far as the leather strap. I think they just kind of made it an afterthought, the way that it was designed to work with this bag, as well as the overall design of the leather strap. One is too thin, and then also the way that it's supposed to loop on this bag to be a shoulder bag doesn't really work the way that they have the hardware pieces here, and that's the only spot that you can loop it through. So for all of those reasons, which I think I named probably about 4 or 5, I think for those reasons, this bag should be purchased either through the pre-owned route, or if you can get it on sale, definitely get it on sale, but I do not think it's worth the full retail price. So definitely let me know your thoughts. Hopefully that information was helpful. When I'm looking for handbags, I definitely jump on YouTube or go to blogs and read about reviews. And I want to hear the good, bad, and the ugly. And so I don't want to make it seem like I'm completely bashing any of these styles that I purchased. Like I said, I do like them and I really enjoy carrying them. I think that there are pieces that could be better executed, which then will warrant the price that they're wanting you to pay for it. But at the current design, I don't think you should pay full price, and you should look elsewhere to try to scour the market and get an authentic bag, but not have to pay that full retail price until some improvements are made. So hopefully this information was helpful to you. Definitely let me know if you have any other questions in the comments down below. I have been enjoying talking to you, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to listen to something I had to say, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.